Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. I'm voicing this over in post, by the way, so you don't think I'm, like, doing it while I'm playing. I'm just gonna use this as, like, a rattle off my thoughts on VECNA, because I'm not jiving with it, if I'm being honest with you. The build that I went for is kind of like the only thing that I could think would work. Most importantly, the two add-ons that I'm using are the one that gives you 5%, not 5%, 5 seconds cooldown off of your spells. And then the other one is the one that takes more cooldown off of your spells when you hit a basic attack. So you can see we're trying to stack that up with Save the Best for Last, Rapid. And then we've got the new perk Dark Arrogance, which latently makes you vault 20% faster all the time. But you get stunned and blinded for longer. So we pair that with Unbound because we're going to be hitting dudes left and right. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully constantly getting my spell cooldowns back, because that's one of the biggest problems I have with him. Also, I feel like you need a PhD in Vecnology to understand how this dude works, because there's so much going on here. It's kind of nuts. So first of all, what you just saw me do there, where I picked up that pallet, that was Mage Hand. Basically, what you can do is you can make a little baby blood favor on a pallet. If it's upright, and if it's already down, you can pick it back up. So it's basically any means necessary, but for killer. I feel like that is the actual proper way to use it, is to pick it up and use it as a door. Because when you use it to block the pallet, you just get slowed down so much when you cast it. And it doesn't last long enough. Literally, the survivor has enough time to just run around the loop again because you're so slow, and the hand doesn't stay there long enough to block the pallet for the second time around. So, like, it feels pointless to me, quite frankly. What else we got? Quite simply, we have Fly, which speaks for itself, really. You just go fast. You can go over windows and pallets with that. There is a considerable recovery time on that, too. Think of, like, Legion fatigue, basically. And then we've got this, which is the Orb of Confusion, or whatever it's called. And that ties into the items that survivors can find, too. It'll disable their magical items that they get from a chest that they can roll a d20 for to get good stuff out of. It's insane. There's so much stuff going on with this chapter. It's very complicated. The last spell that he has, though, is basically like an artist shotgun blast, except it's 5 skeletons, and they fan out really far. This right here, they fan out really, really, really far, and it's very easy to dodge because you can just crouch under them. There's an iridescent add-on that he has that makes it so they go lower to the floor, which is just insane. But yeah, the Orb of Confusion, like I said, it ties into the survivors' items. First of all, it is invisible to the survivors, so they don't know that you're scouting them. But it shows you where they are, and it disables their magic items. So scattered around the chest, scattered around the map are these D&D flavored chests. The survivor has to roll a die, and they get a whole slew of different items that helps them counter your power. Like, what just happened here, you heard the locker open. You're not going to understand this unless you read about this or heard about it or whatever. You heard the locker open. That survivor was gone to the other side of the map because of an item that they had from the chest. It teleports you. So, yeah. And I hit those skeletons because she could not crouch low enough from where I shot them. I'm sorry, this is kind of just, like, rambly, but, like, like I mentioned, like, with Mage Hand, it's too slow. Well, the hand itself doesn't last long enough on the pallet, and you get slowed down too much when you cast it that it feels pointless. The skeletons, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just being a hater. Like, that was a good shot up inside the chapel, I'll admit, because I shot them from a low enough angle where they couldn't do anything. That's a good use of Mage Hand right there. Again, like I said, it feels like it's better to just use it to, like, open the door of a pallet, if that makes sense, as opposed to just holding the pallet there with a baby blood favor, because it doesn't feel good, you know what I'm saying? The survivor perks, though. The survivor perks are really cool. I think you're going to see it in this match. One of the perks that the survivors get is you can, like, make a hallucination of yourself. Works the same way as, like, making a blast mine or a flashbang. You do 50% of a gen, and then you can leave a hallucination working on the generator or, like, trying to open the exit gate or something. I've had that used against me a couple of times. That's fun. I like that. I think the survivors kind of ate this chapter. 2 different skins, kind of like how Legion works. There's, I don't know if the guy is an elf or a human, but the girl is definitely an elf. She's a bard. Don't ask me how to pronounce their names. But, yeah, it's like Legion, where you buy the one survivor, and then the male one is just a skin, basically, that you get for free. So, like, here, again, I'm doing that where, like, people are going to catch on to that, though. I feel like that's the best use of that, is to actually catch them as they drop it so you can pick it up. The timing is very funky because, it's like you have to cast it as they're throwing it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's very hard to elaborate on this if you don't know how he feels. So, like, what I'm trying to do there is I'm trying to scout with my orb into main, except I found this dude here. But again, it goes so slow. Like, I get it, it's invisible and it's huge, but, like, I don't know, man. I'd rather just fly there and look myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like he does so much, but it feels kind of useless. And again, that I might just be being a hater. It might just be the absolute juicers on the PTB. But I don't know, man. I wasn't really excited for... Like, I'm not a D&D guy, and I know a lot of people are. But I genuinely thought, like, maybe the D&D thing was a bait and switch, and, like, Wizards of the Coast is... Like I said, I've never played Dungeons & Dragons, so I don't know how this works. I was hoping maybe Wizards was going to make a Dead by Daylight themed Dungeons & Dragons campaign or something. And that's what this was about. But nope, we're out here, dude. Honestly, I feel like these are going to be his best 2 add-ons, man. This honestly makes it doable. Otherwise, the cooldowns on your spells are just insane. I don't know if they're all the same cooldown. They feel like they are, but I'm not 100% sure. But they're long, dude. They're really long. Especially for, like I keep saying, like how useless they feel. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna chase somebody around a pallet and block it with Mage Hand, only to slow down and not be able to catch them, and then you're without a spell, and you've just wasted a whole bunch of time. Flight is a little, it's a little more... It's definitely more sensitive than Oni's Demon Dash, but that's kind of what it feels like, if that makes sense. It's just, it's more sensitive. But you can... It does have, like, the same drifting, you know what I'm saying? She makes that, I think. Yeah, she does. That's tough. We get the long stun from Dark Arrogance, but... I don't know, man. This would be overpowered, I think. I want to say I almost wish it was just break the pallet instead of lift it up. Because that's what I like to do with Knight. If I have the Carnifex preloaded. If the survivor drops the pallet, you can just drop the Carny and then break the pallet immediately and just walk right through. It's kind of the same vibe with picking it up. It would be OP if you could just break them on site. Even though there is that big cooldown on Mage Hand, but I don't know. No. Damn. It's a lot to wrap your head around. There's a lot. Like I said, the survivor items, I'm not 100% sure about which ones do which. They have a gloves and a boots slot, so they can find 2 special items in the chests. The fun thing is if they roll a 1, I reckon, they get eaten by a mimic and they actually take damage or deep wounds. It's kind of cool. I haven't seen the new map yet. Like I said, I haven't really been able to play too much because this is the day of the PTB, by the way, that I'm filming this. I streamed for like an hour, got my ass absolutely blasted, and then my computer crashed, and then Easy Anti-Cheat wouldn't let me launch DBD after that. And then I tried to stream Fortnite instead, and OBS crashed. So I was like, all right, I'm just done. So I got like an hour of VECNA gaming in, which, you know, in the PTB sense amounts to like 2 matches. So this is what you're gonna get until he goes live. If I'm being honest, the PTB sucks. The good news is I personally feel like, I don't know, man. This is how I feel. It feels like he does a lot, but it's really just, he's like doing the most. You know what I mean? Doesn't really amount to much. I don't know. Spellslinger build does feel good though. Like, I feel like these are gonna be probably his most fun add-ons, that's for sure. Because it does feel bad getting locked out of your power all the time. Like, when I was playing on stream, I kept being like, okay, well, I want to fly over there. Oh, wait, I don't have fly. Wait, I'm going to snipe these guys with the skeleton. Oh, no, I don't have the skeletons. Dude, I can leave this pallet here and just pick it up and walk. Oh, no, I don't have mage hand. You know? I don't know. I feel like I'm just being a hater, but maybe it's justified. Like, that guy right there, I'm pretty sure that was a clone. If it wasn't, boy, do I look silly. Can't wait for the 4-man Swiss to be running that. Holy. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, I want to hear what you guys think. If you've played VECNA, I have yet to play against him. Like, I feel like Survivors definitely came out on top in the fun factor. I'm not saying, like, ooh, Survivors OP. I like in just the fun factor of this chapter. Like, the rolling of the dice and stuff. Like, you could do Dramaturgy Vigil. The Survivors have a perk that lets you roll a die. And then the higher it is, like, the more progress your good skill checks, or your great skill checks give you, sorry. See, like, that. Like, he just fucking ducks, man. Like, I lined up the skeleton shot, I had it ready, doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, like, I'm just wasting time, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to check this gen. I'm not trying to cut him off here. Nobody was here, unfortunately, but I don't know. He does a lot, and the UI is really cool. I'll give him that. But it just feels like everything is too slow. The cooldowns, the recovery from casting. See, like in the shack right now, that, I don't know his name, or her name, whichever one it is. They got eaten by the Mimic. See? Oh, man. So that's fun. That's fun, and I like that. You can pull out a guitar now, which is cool. But, I don't know, man. See, I made like I said, I'm not a D&D guy, okay? I made the heinous accusation in Discord, and everybody jumped on my throat for it. That I said D&D is only popular as it is today because of Stranger Things, and then everybody was like, Baldur's Gate, hello? And I was like, oh, yeah. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. It looks too complicated for a simple man like me, I guess. It's not my thing. I think I'm just being a hater, and it's not my thing. So, that was a nice snipe.
Arcade secrets.
I don't know. Maybe I'll give him a try tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday as I'm recording this, so hey, you know. I was gonna say check it out on stream, but this probably won't go up until Thursday. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. VECNA specifically, because I feel like the Survivor stuff is fun. I haven't played it for myself yet on Survivor side, but it looks fun. VECNA just, he feels very clunky to me. So, that'll be that. Just railing off the thoughts.
Joy.
Dunno. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Kind of rambly, but, you know, that's what I do best, I guess. Professional yapper. And I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Take care, and have a good night, my friends. See ya.